You know, a man telling a woman to submit is like a woman telling a man, we need to talk. Men, we hate to hear it. I think it's the same when we tell women to submit because of the connotations that go along with the word submission. Many black women hate to hear it. Now, note that it is only the man who has two heads, and this one is for the ladies. Notice it is the men who have two heads, right? One to lead and one to breed. Now you gotta ask a Jamaican what is meant by that, but the pic should tell you. One to lead, one to breed, and the ladies, you gotta submit to both, okay? Now, so the less experienced man is like King David. He was anointed king before he was appointed king. Modern black women not only want the appointed king, it seems she wants the kingdom without the king, and to that we say no. It is not going to work, ladies. Gotta work with the man. We gotta work together to keep the black community together. All right? So, the man cannot relinquish his position of authority, and the woman cannot assume the role of authority over the man. The goalpost has seriously been removed, and the black community, we are paying dearly for that. So every woman has the innate ability to submit and rely on men. Just let those disasters and emergencies come up. Yes, you can argue that the pandemic has killed more men, but more women have felt the effects of not having a man around during this time more than perhaps any other time, right? So, a man cannot function at his highest if the woman he sleeps with every night does not respect him as a man. And note, a man can sleep around with just about any kind of woman. Yeah? But to sleep with one woman every night, she has to have some different qualities, right? So, broken homes distort the concept of submission for black women especially. And submission, in short, it's yielding to the authority of another person, in this case the woman to the man in the relationship, and it's really non-negotiable. But something for us to think about. Women learn submission and respect for male authority when it is demonstrated in the home, or if she has been exposed to positive male-female relationships. Too often men get carried away with a woman's looks and other alluring attributes. As a man, always ask women about their upbringing and relationships with parents and even siblings and so on. Pay attention to the information that they give to you, because it's going to be critical down the line. If it is that, you have no plans to stick around, then it is understood. You perhaps don't get into those things, So, the way a woman was cultured, note this, the way she was cultured, next to her life choices coming up, they will have more bearing on a long-term relationship with a man more than her education, right? This is the reason why many black women, they do lead with their education, and many women for that reason. If a man is passive, lazy, gullible, and aimless, he's not acting in accordance with true male nature. If a good man has to tell a woman to submit, that is her problem. Stop planting your seed and spending your resources on women who just use you as a stick for her gardening activities. Many women find it easy to cooperate with authority when she can clearly see the benefits of doing so. So for instance, the church, the workplace, and the school, right? They will submit, abide by the rules, they will cooperate, they will comply. And one can argue that many times when men don't excel in these areas is that it is more our nature to lead than to comply with things that we believe we can be successful without. As a man, you may have to use your authority as a coach sometimes. Sometimes it's really about cooperation. So I don't know, maybe the ladies will be more comfortable sometimes when they hear cooperation, because it includes more than one and it includes working together. But it has to be with the understanding that for many things, the man will have to have the final word, right? Now, dealing with a woman, it does require management and leadership. I've always said this, right? So leadership is you go the way and you show the way. Now, if you make it easy and there is no cooperation, then men, it is time to put your foot down. And for many ladies, they do appreciate a man who can put their foot down at times, but it shouldn't be something that a man has to do too often, right? A man on his purpose needs to be able to focus on things that are more critical than arguing with his woman over petty foolishness. Now, finally, even the best of women will fall out of line sometimes. And guys, we have to understand this, okay? For many women, it's still a new phenomenon to submit and to cooperate, because it's never something they learn, it's never something they saw growing up. And for many women, you can learn from Miss Feminine, read some books, figure out the male's way of thinking sometimes, and try to work with the black man similarly to what other races are doing, right? So you must lead from a position of love and strength, and this is for the men, and not from a position of weakness and vulnerability. After all, when she's raging with emotions and things are out of control, she's going to need that rock that she's able to lean on. So these are my thoughts on the dreadful S word for black women. I believe I've made many things clear. So for the ladies, play your position. Men, play your position as well. This is The Steady Show. If you like the content, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe for more great content. Do have a good day.